Musical notation. Musical notation is a system of music writing, and systems of music writing have abounded in the West since the times of ancient Greece. These types of musical notation, however, fell out of use after the fall of classical civilization because anyone reading them had to have a perfect command of music theory. Although music was a part of the general education of choir singers in the Middle Ages, most of them did not have this degree of facility in music theory, so these notations were not employed to record the several thousand melodies that they would have to sing in church services throughout the year. Indeed, one of the accomplishments of the Middle Ages is that it arrived at a system of musical notation intended for practical use, and we can observe this evolution by taking a look at medieval songbooks. Let us create a table that will help you to chart the evolution of musical notations in the Middle Ages. Above your podcast screen, you will see a rudimentary table, which you can realize or you can copy into your notes. It has one column for the date. It has another column that describes the musical content of the notation, and it has a third column to describe its characteristics. We actually have a number of songbooks that date from around the year 800, and all of these provide the songs in a text-only version. That is, only the text of the song is provided. Obviously, one cannot learn or read a song from this particular version, and medieval choir singers and soloists learned music in the very same way that you did in the early years of elementary school, that is, by imitation, hearing others sing the melody first. Around the year 900, it became customary to record the text of songs along with something called neume notation. Among the things that neume notation could do concerning the musical content of the song was to specify the number of notes that were to be sung on each syllable. It also could indicate the general melodic outline of a song, that is, whether the song went up or down or remained at the same pitch from one syllable to the next. Certainly, one could not learn to sing a song from this particular notation, but it did serve as an aid to the singer's memory. Around the year 1000, actually sometime during the second decade of the 11th century, it became customary to record the text of songs along with pitch notation. Pitch notations prescribe the exact pitches or the note names to be sung. This made it possible to read, to learn, or to sing a song at sight. Basically, musical notation was a great labor-saving device for medieval monks, nuns, and other choir singers who had to sing thousands of different melodies in church services throughout the year. There is one further step in the evolution of notations for practical use in the West during the Middle Ages. This happened during the 1100s or the 12th century, and I refer here to the invention of mensural notation. Mensural in this context means measured. Mensural notation has the ability both to prescribe exact pitches and to specify durations. Basically, it tells you what note needs to be sung or played and how long each note is to last. This kind of notation makes possible composed polyphony, the type of music that we shall consider in great detail and at great length in this course. In fact, almost every composition from this point onward in the course is a polyphonic composition. Let's review the word polyphony. If you take a look at it, you see the stem phon, P-H-O-N in it, which means sound. poly means more than one or many, so taken together polyphony or polyphonic means many sounds. It refers to a musical texture that has more than one melody sung or played at any one time. Therefore, its literal meaning, many or more than one sound, means that many or more than one note will be heard at